This is mysticoraclemary and welcome to my live. And without further ado, let's open up with a mantra, okay? Asito ma sadgamaya dhammaso ma jyotirgamaya Rityurman Ritangamaya Ya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hope you all are doing well in this live timeless pick a card reading that I'll be doing for all zodiac signs. It'll be from Aries to Pisces sun signs. There will be timestamps down below in the description box and comment area to go right to your zodiac sign. Just wait until after the live, about 15-20 minutes, and that then you'll have your timestamps, okay? Don't forget that there's timeless oracle readings available in my channel, okay? So I'm going to give a quick intro of what the question is going to be for each zodiac sign, okay? And it's going to go like this. How can the zodiac sign return to balance, have expansion, and get some financial support? You'll be able to pick one or two or both, okay? So, hope you guys and gals are doing great. And check all social media, make sure everything was posted before we start. One second, I'm going to fix something on my social media and then we'll get started. One thing I noticed that YouTube likes to alter my thumbnails when I go live, and then when I alter it right back, it alters into, like, after the live, it keeps on like messing with my thumbnails. So YouTube, AI, let YouTube know that, because it gets quite annoying when you have to redo stuff. I'm going to start with pick a card readings for all zodiac signs here very soon. I'm going to only take 2 questions, one per person in this live, in case someone needs a free oracle reading as well. All right. Everything's all ready. So let's get started with Aries. You are up. Now, Aries, I have a pick a card reading just for you, okay? Your pick a card reading is all about how can Aries return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. You can pick 1 or 2 Aries or both. Either way, have fun in the chat. or whatever you're doing at home, Aries, or whoever's watching me, okay, while I set up the reading. How can Aries return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 2? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. All right, Aries, you are up. You can pick 1 or 2 in this. And it's all about how can Aries return to balance and have expansion and get financial support, okay? So if you pick number 1, we're going to ask the question because it's special with the Karma deck, okay? How can Aries return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 1? Thank you. Aries that picked number 1, you got the South Node. You got Mars. You got the North Node. You got in the 7th house. The 12th house. And the 11th house, and we're going to stop right there. So Aries, that pick number 1. I'm going to say hi real quick in the chat to Robo. Oh, thank you. You too, Robo. And hi, I hope you're doing well. So pick number 1, Aries. I'm going to give you guidance and an outcome, okay? So here we go. In order for you to, this is for Aries that want to have balance and expansion. So please make the immediate action that now is not the time to force yourself to, but now is the time to get a fair deal, okay, being fair with yourself. Keep this hidden and to yourself and do it for the future, okay? So what can cause balance? Again, you're going to have to find that out and be fair and reasonable with yourself, okay? Because now is not the time to force yourself to, but be reasonable with yourself, okay? Keep in your spirit, Aries, to remember to re-energize yourself and have faith in being diplomatic with yourself. Being also neutral is another way. For humanity's sake, okay? So you don't have a bad outcome, okay, Aries? I'm going to give you your outcome here very soon. Because you're going to be going through a process here of transforming yourself by dealing with something that's overwhelming to you. And an overwhelming event's going to occur in order to understand how to be more fair with yourself in regards to wanting balance and expansion, okay? And it's cool because you're going to invent that way of how to expand and have balance. And that's the best way because you're going to look into it and having fun more and expressing more of your creativity. So here's your outcome, Aries. Your outcome is there's going to be a lot of self-talk here in order to bring things to life and light within inside you. Meaning like this is going to work out. We're going to have fun with our new self-care regimen. We're not going to break the bank. We're not going to overwork ourselves in the gym or be hard on ourselves about our body image, okay? You're going to have resources here that come in as a gift. And for some of you, it's also resources coming back into balance again through your creations. So what you're going to create here in regards to your balance and expansion is you being more conscious and what you pick and choose in your self-care regimen, and be consistent with it where it's not breaking the bank. Okay? That is your physical outcome, Aries, at pick number 1. Now your spiritual outcome is that you're going to get more awareness of the creation of your beliefs and the power of love within inside you through your creations, okay? And that's your outcome, Aries, at pick number 1. I really hope it helps. Hi in the chat to Jessica and to they're up. I don't know how to do your name, but hi back, the last person that left the comment. I'll say your last one, Vera, something like that. Thank you guys and gals for joining me. We just started the all Zodiac sign thing. And so we're on the Aries pick a card reading, moving into pick a card reading number, still Aries. We're on pick number 2. There, got it out. So Aries, that pick number 2, you got Broken Hearts. And you guys can have fun in the chat while I do Aries reading, or whatever you're like doing at home. Okay, so Aries, you got Broken Heart, Adjacent Possibilities, Faraway Places, and woo, the World. Nice. All right, Aries, that pick number 2. This is for Aries who want to get financial support, okay? So here are 2 blocks that you need to overcome for financial support. When you get very emotional in hermit mode, when you're going through financial constraints and an unexpected event that occurs when you go through financial constraints. We're going to see adjacent possibility here. Clarify it with 1 card, okay, Aries? Give me 1 card to clarify adjacent possibilities. Okay. Okay, your other block is when you overspend on people, okay, Aries. You're a giver, okay? Pick number 2, Aries. So you're needing to learn how to not overgive financially to romantic relationships, love interests, family, friends, okay? There is such thing as you doing things different so you can have a new beginning, okay? Once you clear out this block, a lot of you won't have an issue with, Aries who picked number 2 won't have an issue with financial constraints. And the other block is when you get emotional, you tend to, now we all go through this, Aries, every human being does, where we use our bank account as fuel to help our emotional stability, okay? But overspending is not going to do you any good because it always leads you to heartbreak, okay? So that's another block that you're going to have to remove, okay, Aries, so you don't have financial constraints. So that's a heads up for that. So here is your advice: faraway places, get ready for new horizon. This will push you forward so that way you start understanding confronting your inner grievance and transforming it, okay? Whether you overspend because you're emotional or you overspend on people that later on you're just like, crap, I shouldn't have done that because now my bank count is all blah, you know. Everybody goes through it, Aries. Now it's your turn to transform this, okay? Let's see, faraway places. So Aries, that pick number 2, the sacred traveler wants you to know that part of the glory of travel is stepping out of old habits, routines, and the repetitiveness of life. Now it can be daunting, yet in no way your life is, pulling it back. It can be daunting, yet in no way your life is a spiritual voyage. Change is coming, Aries. Things are not as they seem. There are no wrong turns. Every journey and disadventure is part of the course. Now you are on a pilgrimage of the soul, Aries. So keep your metaphoric bag packed. Some unexpected experiences are ahead. So be ready for anything. The joy of travel, Aries, is that you can begin to experience the everyday as if you're seeing it for the first time. Okay? Nothing should be taken for granted. Okay, Aries? Your outcome is great because you get the expansion here that you need here. Doing some new stuff, getting that financial support here online. Okay, so look into different stuff, especially networking with people online, looking into different things that can be a side gig. Okay, that means testing games, doing something that's fun. Okay, there's a lot of financial support here online. You're just needing to seek it out and find what you groove with, what makes you happy, okay? And that's what I have for you. Clarify the world with what happens next for Aries that pick number 2. You know what happens next, Aries? Not only do you feel stable inside, but you get financial stability and you start feeling re-energized again, okay? So, time to switch things up, okay? So that way you get the financial support you need and you start feeling also emotionally better, okay? And that's your reading, Aries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me. All right. So let's move on to Taurus. Shuffle the cards first and then we'll start. Boy, aren't you guys and gals having fun in the chat? You're making it always interesting, I swear. Big hugs. Hi in the chat. But hi, Belle. Winder. Interesting name. Hi, Mohammed. Hi, When We Can Change. Hi, was it Moon Della? You guys and gals are doing fine. Shuffle this 2 times and then we'll go to Taurus. Now we're doing an all zodiac sign reading. Right now I'm going to be setting up Tauruses here soon. If you wanted to listen to Aries reading, just rewind this live back and you'll catch your readings, okay? All right, Tauruses, what is up? I hope you Tauruses, guys and gals, are doing great. I have a pick a card reading for you. It's all about how can Tauruses return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. You can pick one or two or both. Either way, Tauruses. And viewers, please have fun in my chat and whatever else you're doing at home. Don't forget your drink and your snack. And have fun too while I set things up. Now, how can Tauruses return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 2? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, Tauruses, your pick a card reading is up. You can pick one or two, but it's all about Tauruses. How can Tauruses move back to balance and have expansion and get financial support, okay? So if you pick number 1, you're going to be picking the Karma deck, okay? Tauruses, so we're going to ask the question. How can Tauruses return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 1? Thank you. Tauruses that pick number 1, you got the 11th house. You got the 3rd house. And we're going to stop right there. All right, Tauruses that pick number 1, I give you guidance and an outcome, okay? So this is for Tauruses who want balance and expansion. So please make the immediate action to do it for the future and get your ideas going of what you will find that creates balance in your life and expansion, okay? So like a self-care regiment and writing down your beautiful ideas because they're not stupid. Keep in your spirit for humanity's sakes, make the right connections here in regards to your hopes and dreams and your ideas, okay? Because you don't have a bad outcome. All right, here's your outcome. Tauruses that pick number 1. On a physical front, you're going to get a deep understanding here of what you need to focus in order to create balance and expansion. And you're going to take the lead, Tauruses, because you're being honest with yourself and having strength to do so, which is going to make you take the lead in nurturing the reactions within inside you, your emotions, in regards to how it affects your home base and our family. And you're going to sacrifice any kind of confusion or fluctuations that happen within inside you about your resources. Because you are going to understand that when you create balance and expansion in your life, it doesn't do a hindrance on your resources. But you're going to be taking it slow and try to have a good time with creating this balance and expansion in your life with you and others, which is not a bad outcome. Had to look further, okay? On a spiritual outcome, you're going to get insights to understand the energies to meet the challenge of the drive of how to nurture yourself in your own drive. I mean your like energy, your chi, okay? So here's a good example in order for you to understand how to meet any challenge in life, okay? If it's stupid drama, stupid gossip, anything stupid, it's going to drain you, right? If you're giving into anxiety, worry, anger, sadness, frustration, okay, and you're dipping in that pool for too long and you know it's icy cold, are you going to stay there or are you going to get out? You're going to get your ass out because you're like, I don't want to freeze to death. Same thing when it comes down to negative emotions. You got to learn how to express it in such a way where it's honoring yourself and empowering yourself instead of draining you and poisoning your whole system, okay? Yes, this is an unusual example, but it's scientific proof, Tauruses, that if you poison your system too long with that negative, call it negative Nelly, right, Tauruses? Those negative things, you're going to be ultra drained. You're going to have a headache and you're going to be like, I'm out. You get what I mean? So you can transform this by saying, okay, whatever is trying to bring me down, I'm going to bring myself back up. Okay? I'm not going to let it hit me in a way where it deters my focus. Because you know when you're balanced, you're focused. Okay? So there's your, and how to also recharge your chi is meditation and yoga too, okay? There's a really cool inner engineering program if you want to check it out, Tauruses. That link is down in the description box, okay? If it's something that's new and challenging to you that you want to try, see if it's good for you, because I've tried it. It's really helped me on my path, really deal with all the obstacles in my life. And this is what got me where I'm at now, where I'm able to be focused and not being deterred by stupid things. Okay? So that's your reading, Tauruses. Don't have a bad outcome, okay? So heads up with that. Tauruses that pick number 1. Now, Tauruses that pick number 2, you got financial constraints. You got community. You got finding sanctuary. Last one, hostilities. All right. When it comes down to pick number 2, Tauruses. This is for Tauruses who want to get financial support, okay? So here are 2 blocks that you need to overcome from financial loss, okay? One is coming up with a plan while you're going through financial constraints and how you can ease up on your finances, not live above your means, because you don't have nothing to prove to no one, Tauruses that pick number 2, okay? This is not a popularity contest where you're breaking the bank, okay? This is something different. Because I feel like some of it has to do how you spend your money, like with your friends or people out in public, okay? When you go out in the community. So you need to remove those blocks, okay? Don't live but beyond your means, and don't overgive to the point where you're having to pay negative balances, okay? Overdraft fees, because that's really what gets people. And man, can anybody get stressed out by that, Tauruses, okay? But this is a good time to start enjoying your journey while that money's coming in, and enjoy coming up with a new plan here. Sometimes, you need to talk to a family member or a friend to help you out with a plan. But I have a feeling, Tauruses, you already know what kind of plan you need to have in order to save up and be more reasonable with yourself, okay? You don't have to buy everybody a drink from the bar, okay, Tauruses, if you get my drift. You're just as great as you are without having to shell out money to win people over, okay? For some of you that need to know that, Tauruses, here's your advice, finding sanctuary. It's time to spend some time at home. So I'm going to elaborate what that is, Tauruses that pick number 2. All right, Tauruses that pick number 2, it's time to rest, rejuvenate, turn into your spiritual source, please and thank you. It's in times of retreat and inner sanctuary that you can truly hear the voice of your soul. Go within and find your inner refuge. Be a safe haven for others. Step forward with grace, deliberation, and thoughtfulness. Take moments of reflection, Tauruses. Profound healing of physical and emotional wounds can occur in the stillness of sanctuary. Difficult situations can be averted by taking time to go within, okay? Especially about your finances, okay? You have the answers. And you can avoid people being all up in your shit too, Tauruses, because here's your outcome, hostilities. These hostilities outside of Tauruses that pick number 2, yes or no? Now, these are the hostilities that happen within inside you, Tauruses, when it comes down to your wanting that financial support. You're going to have to take the lead, Tauruses, and do it yourself, because that's what's going to change everything. And you'll know, because some of you are going to try to see if you can get financial support from others, and you're not going to like it, and it's going to make you so upset. That's why you have this outcome. You got to do it yourself, Tauruses, that pick number 2. Really iron out your finances on your own, because financial support, you trying to get it from the people you spend money on, they're not going to have it. Okay? And it's not because you're a good or bad person. This is your thing you got to do on your own, okay? You got to face it and confront it on your own. That way it's long term instead of just short term, okay? That's your reading. Tauruses. I'm going to clarify what comes after hostilities. What comes after hostilities for Tauruses that pick number 2? Thank you. You taking the lead, Angel of Strength, and learning and teaching yourself about how to rebuild your finances on your own. Okay? There may also be someone here that can teach you. What's easy is that you really ask yourself, what do you need and what you want? You can make a list of that, or you can simply, Tauruses that pick number 2, be reasonable with yourself. Pay your bills first. Save at least a little bit on the side, okay? And make a little pocket of money if you want to go out and about. At least $50, give yourself a month to spend on you until finances get better. Okay, so that way you're paying down debts, paying down credit cards, you get what I mean? And you're saving a little at a time, and you're spending some time at home nurturing yourself instead of, we kind of get wrapped up in life and forget about ourselves, Tauruses, and this is the reason why things are happening the way it is. So you're always checking in with yourself too. Because if you're not good, no one's good, Tauruses that pick number 2. So this is not a bad outcome even after you deal with the inner grievances within inside you about your money. And it needed to happen. So that way, like I said, the transformation happens and things get set into motion where it's in balance, long term instead of short term. Okay? That's your reading, Tauruses. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now we're going to go on to Geminis. I'm going to say hi in the chat. People just joined my live. Hold on one second. What is going on? I have to refresh it. My chat is being all wonky, where it shows me only some people, not all, that are in the chat. Hi, Star. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I am drinking salted caramel tea. So cheers. It's one of my favorite teas. All right, so what is up, Geminis? I got to pick a card reading for you. Okay, Geminis, it is all about how can Geminis return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. You can pick one or two Geminis or both. Either way, have fun in the chat or whatever you're doing at home, okay? Now, how can Geminis return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 2? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. All right, Geminis, your pick a card reading is up. You can pick one or two. And for people who just joined me, this pick a card reading is for Geminis. How can Geminis return to balance and have expansion and get support? Okay. Now, Geminis, if you pick number 1, you're picking the Karma deck. Okay. So how can Geminis return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 1? Thank you. You got Pluto. For Geminis who picked number 1, you got the first house, Aries. We're going to stop right there. Now, Geminis who picked number 1, I give you guidance and an outcome. Okay? For Geminis who want balance and have expansion. So please make the immediate actions to not give up. Do it on your own and do it your own way. Okay, and how to gain balance and expansion in your life. So that means a self-care protocol and writing down your beautiful ideas in a journal because they're not stupid. Keeping your spirit to resurrect yourself. If you get depressed, sad, anger, anything that is bringing you down, okay, immediately use your willpower to do that, okay? Please and thank you. Because you don't have a bad outcome, okay, Geminis? And I'll get you your outcome here. Whew, that's such an awesome outcome. Wow. Okay, so Geminis that pick number 1, here's your outcome. There's going to be limits imposed because you're going to be trusting yourself and growing through overanalyzation and perfectionism here. And that's when you're going to have a new opportunity here of an unexpected change, expansion, and good fortune. Because you use your creativity here to cause that unexpected change and expansion of good fortune, okay? Not a bad outcome. Now on a spiritual outcome, you're going to have the maturity that brings a spiritual experience, which is an upgrade here. And learning how to heal yourself through analyzation and perfectionism. And you're going to have the creation of an unusual example of expansion here. It's going to be expansion within inside you, okay, Geminis? It's an empowerment to achieve your creations of your ideas, okay? In order to have more money, more happiness, and feeling satisfied, okay? So heads up with that. Not a bad outcome, Geminis, that pick number 1. Now, Geminis who pick number 2, you got appreciation. You got 7th chakra Archangel Uriel. You got, gates of triumph. Getting me all tongue-tied, Geminis. Nice. Ooh, and door to romance. Nice. All right, Geminis, the pick number 2, this is for Geminis who want to get that financial support. So you're going to have to remove some blocks in order to overcome financial loss, okay? The first one is thinking you don't have enough, okay? And not using your emotional stability, okay, in regards to, at times, Geminis, and this is the best example I can put, is if you don't have emotional stability, like a self-care protocol, you're going to spend things, you're going to think that you don't have enough, okay? So these are the self-imposed boundaries a lot of us human beings go through, okay? So that way we can confront this and clear it out. It's as simple as that, okay? So those are some self-imposed blocks, okay? Thinking you don't have enough. So then you overspend. So remove those and you won't have any more financial loss, okay? Here's your advice, Gates of Triumph. So I'm going to give you an extended message, okay? Because huzzah, this is a really good one, okay? The Gates of Triumph, Geminis that pick number 2, are waiting to open deep and wide for you. Inner and outer success is coming your way, Geminis. Thriving is a state of mind. Accept that you can reach any goal you deserve and you desire. And even more victories will expand in your life. The more you feel it, Geminis, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune will pour into your life, okay? Perspective. Your outcome is great because you have a new beginning in how you handle, okay, your financial constraints. And in return, okay, you start opening up to the very support system is around you, okay? And there's going to be other people that are going to help you out. You just need to be open to talk about it, okay? And you're going to see that that new relationship you're going to have more expansion with those people around you, but especially with inside you about money, okay? So that's not a bad outcome. What does this door to romance lead to after, for Geminis who pick number 2? You. This leads you to emotional stability. Being emotionally stable, and your home front looks stable too, okay? This is not a bad outcome even after the door to romance. You're going to be confronting a lot of changes here, okay? And breaking a lot of patterns that are not working in your relationships, especially ones that certain people have been taking advantage of you is what got channeled in, okay, in regards to your finances. So you're going to be learning what to break in those relationships so that way it's not anybody using or abusing you, okay, Geminis? So heads up with that as well. All right, Geminis, that is your pick a card reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now I'm going to take, before we go further, I'm going to do one reading in the chat because I see it. So it is ISHITA KUMAR. I'm going to write down your name so you get a timestamp, okay? And you're my one for right now. KUMAR. Is ISHITA KUMAR's timestamp starts now. He wrote, like 8, what is coming towards me in my life ahead? All right, we'll see. So what is coming towards ISHITA KUMAR? In his life ahead in regards to his romantic life with the first card, second card, his money and career, and his third card being something unexpected. Fourth card, advice for all. Thank you. First card, appreciation. Second card, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. And a door to romance. And woman holding a heart. Clarify appreciation with one card. And 7th chakra, door to romance. 3 cards in total. Thank you. Financial constraints. Community. And hostilities. Interesting. All right, so what's coming your way is ISHITA KUMAR. What's coming towards you ahead is that in your romantic life, you're going to have financial constraints. So while that money is coming in, you're needing to enjoy your journey in such a different way. So you're nurturing more your emotional stability, doing a self-care regimen. Now, if you don't have a self-care regimen, now is the time to do it because it's so important that you have it in your journey, or else you're neglecting yourself, okay? So that's what's going on in your romantic life. Now, your money and career, it looks good. There's a lot of promise here out in the community where you can grow and expand and network with others here in your money and career. Okay, in order to have fun and you're not breaking the bank either. So when you're out and about in the community, you'll meet the right people at the right time for your money and career, okay? Just go in how you feel. If one day you're like, I don't feel it, then stay home. But if your friends or family are trying to bring you out to events, it's time to get out and go network, okay? This will help your money and career. Now, what I get going on unexpectedly is that there's an unexpected event that's going to occur, okay, Kumar? And you're needing to know this, where there's going to be a new beginning in your romance department, okay? Is this Kumar blocking the new person out? Yes or no? Okay, so Kumar, there is going to be a new person that comes in unexpectedly that's going to want to get to know you and that, and you're going to be blocking them out. You're not going to be interested at all. And I get it, because if you're going through financial constraints, you don't want to lead them on. But doesn't mean that you have to. You know, it's good just to get to know them and have their, unless you're, hold on. Is Kumar already in a relationship? Yes or no? Now, if you're in a relationship, Kumar, I can understand if you're blocking them out. Because I get it that you possibly might be in a relationship and that's why you're doing it. Like someone really is interested in you in a romantic way and that's someone new. But I see that you're blocking them out. Oh, I'm sorry, Kumar. Well, Kumar, you're needing to know that there's going to be a guy, okay? Now that I know you're a guy, because Kumar, I can see, and I know in your culture can be either a girl or a boy. So I'm sorry for assuming that you're a boy. So please forgive me with that. But I see in the romance, you're going to block this person out, this new love interest that's a guy towards you. So your advice here in regards to what you're dealing with your romance, your money and career, you're needing to invest in your emotional stability. Because when you're good, everything's good, okay? So really look into doing a self-care regimen, doing meditation, yoga, going out in Mother Nature, creating that time and space for yourself. Is Hita Kumar is so important, okay? This is in your advice. Hi, BWALTSZ. Hi from people that from Russia. Yeah, you're going through a healing. So if you're not good in dating, I can understand why you're blocking it out. Because there is someone going to come your way that's new. When you're going out and about unexpectedly, okay? Like I get with family and friends, okay, Kumar? So you're needing to really ask yourself, what do you want to do to invest in yourself? Because you're still healing from that other relationship, okay? Um, what is the outcome here for Kumar? Is Hita. Thank you. Your outcome is good because when you invest in yourself, you got the temple path. You're going to have a major evolution within inside you and around you. Okay? So invest in yourself, because then your finances and career and you emotionally come back into stable, and you get your security back, okay? I'm going to clarify your outcome, okay, Kumar? To see what evolution that's happening within inside you and around you. So you get a heads up, okay? Clarify the temple path for is Hita Kumar, of what evolution is happening within inside her with the first card and outside of her with the second card. So you're going to be going through a transformation to take a big leap forward and a rebirth, okay? So that means you're going on to another big phase here and taking the lead in your own life, okay? You got Pluto. And Mars at the bottom. Now, the evolution that's going to happen outside of you, okay, is ISHITA, KUMAR, is how people think about you and how they communicate and write and talk and travel towards you is going to transform too, okay? Mercury. And this is great because no matter what's going to happen, you're going to be moving forward where you don't feel stuck anymore, okay? So like I said, to be crystal clear, you're going to be learning how to enjoy your journey different, okay? By investing in your emotional stability, and that is your self-care regimen. It's going to transform your whole life where you'll feel emotionally stable and things are going to come in where there's more expansion in your money and career and your love life where you don't feel like you have to push anybody away, okay, because of the past, all right? So that's your reading. I really hope it helps. No, it's not your ex. Your healing from your ex is what I saw. It's a totally new person. And you'll just know if you want them in your life because you'll be ready. You won't be guarded. You won't be pushing them away, okay? But I really see is that when this new person comes in, you're not going to be like welcoming them in so easily is what I get. That you're going to be kind of guarded, you know? And rightfully so. When you're still healing from an old relationship, a new person comes in, they can bring up some stuff from your old relationship that will trigger you going, nope, I don't think so. So when you're healed, it's like you can trust yourself again, okay? Where you don't have to be guarded. And that's the difference. Kumar wrote, okay, I got you and thank you so much, dear. Love, much love to you. Much love to you too. I hope you subscribe and I hope you're able to see my future readings. And I also do a lot more live oracle readings for free on Wednesday. So if you ever need any help or like a one card pull, just, you know, show up. It's always at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I always give people heads up with my lives, as long as you're subscribed towards me, okay? When your crown chakra has been blocked is because you're needing to either get rest and rejuvenation or some meditation. Okay, BWALTSZ? Oh, thank you, Kumar. Greatly appreciate it. BWALTSZ, I'll ask that question and I'll give you a timestamp. So that way, whenever this is occur, you can come back to it. I'm going to use the moon deck for your question. Your question was, here's a timestamp for BWALTSZ, is he said, so Mary, recently my crown chakra has felt blocked. Is there a specific question I should ask? So I'm going to ask that question. What can BWALTSZ do to unblock his crown chakra? Thank you. What got channeled in is you're needing to be more flexible with yourself, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So you're having to deal with something that you've been overthinking about, BWALTSZ. I bet you this is about your romantic life, right? Sometimes we overthink those things, but it's okay. When we have support around us, usually helps us bring us back, or even spending that time in space with yourself, because you do have all the answers within inside you. But I'm going to give you an extended message so you know more. Mutable moon. $108. All right, so here's your advice to unblock your crown chakra, okay? Meditation is going to help you in regards to this as well. So for 1 month, say this in the mirror 3 times to yourself, all by yourself. I know the best will unfold for me. This is encouraging you to be empowered. But if you tend to second guess yourself, then it's supposed to be a trigger for you to do something different, to rebalance. That's why I say meditation, because it helps you quiet the brain by allowing all those thoughts to filter out, and you're being patient and flexible with yourself, okay? Next thing, you're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. So don't think you have to get there to the finish line, because the finish line is really when someone's dead and gone, and we don't want people dead and gone, including you, okay, BWALTSZ. Next thing, stay adaptable is key to success for you now, okay? Next thing, make sure you're not being led astray, and you will know it because you will feel it, okay? Next thing, have you become distracted? It's time to stay focused. Next thing, stay with it, whatever that means to you, okay? So whatever you're focusing on, stay with it, all right? And that's your advice, BWALTSZ. He said, I know exactly what it is now that you just said that. You're welcome. Glad that helps. All right. If anybody has one more question before I start the pick a card reading for the all zodiac signs, now is the best time. One person. Or else I'm going to have to do it at the end of the all zodiac signs. Okay? Just giving a heads up. Cheers, everyone. Oh, thank you, BWALTSZ. Excuse me. He said, this is why I like your lives. Yes, you can be my friends. Everybody's my friends. Pretty much until otherwise, you know. I have no enemies is what I'm trying to say. So, hi, Douglas. Yes, hi, sweetheart. Can I be your friend? No problem. BWALTSZ says, bless you. Thank you. But cheers, everyone. All right, no questions yet? Then we'll wait until towards the end. Let's go with Cancer. Cancer, you guys are up. Thank you for your patience and all the other zodiac signs even after this, because I greatly appreciate it, because there's some people that need their answers too. So Cancers, we're going to do a pick a card reading for you. It's all about how can Cancers return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. You can pick one or two or both. Either way, have fun in the chat or whatever you're doing while I set it up. Now, how can Cancers return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 2? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, Cancers. Your reading is all set up so far. And you can pick one or two or both. This is for Cancers that want to know how can they return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. Okay, one or two or both. Either way, let's get started now. Cancers, if you pick number 1, you're picking the Karma deck, okay? So how can Cancers return to balance and have expansion and get financial support? Thank you. Now, Cancers, if you pick number 1, you got in Leo, Neptune, woo, and Sagittarius. Huzzah. All right, Cancers, I pick number 1. This is for Cancers who want balance and have expansion. So I'm going to give you guidance and an outcome. So here's your guidance. Take the lead and do what you want, and take it slow while you're taking that lead in order to understand how to balance and have expansion through self-care and using your beautiful ideas to do your self-care protocol, okay, to create that balance. Keeping your spirit, leadership, how to inspire others with it, and your highest ideals that it's going to work out, that you're empowering yourself, re-energizing yourself, and being honest and to take that lead, okay? And having strength too. So you don't have a bad outcome. This is cool. You're learning how to invest in yourself. Ah, that beautiful investment. It's so inspiring. I'm parts French too. I'm a mixture of different cultures. Hey, Cancers, you should definitely try a croissant with real chocolate in it. Oh my God, it will change your life. It's so good. It's magnifique. Okay. All right. So here's your outcome, okay, Cancers. Your outcome is this. On a physical front, there's going to be a major change here because you're going to learn how to do a little at a time in each part of your life in order to have balance, especially in your career. And you're going to be transforming too, especially who and what is around you. You're going to be inspiring those friends and family as well through your actions. Very cool. On a spiritual outcome, you're going to have personal power, how to service others in balance, where you're going with it, and how to resurrect and purify yourself when you get down and out or depressed, especially about your ideas. Okay. So on all, Cancers, not a bad outcome. Okay. People in the chat. And my moderator too. Cracking me up. All right, Cancers, that pick number. So that was done for pick number 2, Cancers. Okay. Sorry, pick number 1. Gotta love it, right? Cancers. So pick number 1, Cancers, that you're reading. Really hope it helps. Be crystal clear. Now pick number 2, Cancers. Got hostilities. You got Magician in the Mirror. You got Uncovering Treasure. You pirates. And Door to Value. Not a bad outcome. Very cool. All right, Cancers who pick number 2. This is for Cancers who want to get financial support. So here are 2 blocks you need to overcome financial loss. How you feel about money when you get all angry, when it's like, really? Really? You get really angry when you work so hard for your money and then all of a sudden it's gone. That light bulb was too much money, huh? Cancers. Is this hostilities within Cancers? Yes or no? And I'll, yeah, yes or no. Yeah, you're just needing to learn and teach yourself that to be financially stable when you spend and having a budget. You need to develop a plan, okay? So that way you don't get very upset and defensive when it comes down to your financial loss. You take it like a champ. Go, okay, we got to do something better, because getting stressed out, you're going to give yourself a stroke or a heart attack, Cancers. You keep it up with having this, okay? You're only poisoning your system, okay? So this is one of those moments, like we all learn as human beings, Cancers, that you have to learn. It's your time, your turn to learn that just got to do things different, okay? Got to develop a plan and stick with it. It's that easy. What makes it hard is when you keep on going, but I really want this. Well, you can wait. Pay your bills. Pay down your debt if you have any. Save up. Okay? It's always good to save up for a rainy day, because you don't know what's going to happen. Okay? And then have a little chunk for you in case you want to spend on something on yourself or whoever, okay? But be reasonable with yourself and not do this spending spree, or else you're going to be stuck. You keep on doing the same old thing, okay? So under Uncovering Treasure, beneath the surface lies a great bounty is your advice. So you're going to have to learn about your inner treasure. I'm going to elaborate what that is, okay, Cancers? So look beneath the surface, Cancers, the pick number 2. In your life, and you'll find treasure. Bounty is awaiting you in many forms, Cancers. The secret is knowing that you deserve it and are worthy of it. Now, something that you thought was ordinary will turn out extraordinary. Take a second to look at people and situations in your life. Sometimes receiving treasure is simply a matter of seeing life in a new way. The treasure was always there, you just didn't see it. So you're going to get support, a new beginning in your finance and career. And this new beginning comes with networking with others. That's how you're going to get your financial support. So now it's time to broaden your horizons here, okay? In your finances and career. Invest in new people And you'll just know because you've been feeling it for a while, or you're still getting to know certain people, and then you'll feel it, okay? Which ones that you know that those ideas, they see your vision and will get excited and wanting to expand with you, okay? And for some of you, it's literally saying, I'm not going to get upset by asking for financial help anymore. That you're going to be able to, pay them off if that's what's needed, okay? You're not going to be hard on yourself when it comes down to money anymore, but you're going to be flexible and trying something new. That's as easy as it is. And boom, more money comes your way. And you're able to handle this in such a different way, okay? All right, Cancers, big hugs. The come to mom and pop moment is what got channeled in. So big hugs. I really hope this helps, Cancers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. All right, BWALTSZ. Hi in the chat as well from people from another culture. Greatly appreciate all the different people up in my channel. Yay. All right, let's move on to Leo land. I'm going to do these, shuffle these cards before we start with Leos. Cheers again. Having some water. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing this weekend? Because it is a Friday, so happy Friday, everybody. I'm going to be doing some board games. I'm going to be watching some, was it First Blood by the guy who did Rambo. If you guys like movie nights and stuff like that, I have already some movies and stuff posted on my Facebook and Instagram. Those links are down in the description box. So after this live, if you want to have a movie night, pick one of the three if you want. They're really good action movies and stuff like that. And there's one that's a Western movie. And then the other one is a more of detective thriller, I think, kind of movie. But yeah. Yeah, me too. I love movie nights as well, BWALTSZ. But I'm also going to be doing a game night too with my daughter and such. And it's going to be the card game, the worst case scenario. Really check that out and get yourself one. It's really cool. And then they have the very adult version too as well, if you're into that. I'm eventually going to get both of them because, excuse me, I'm just curious about what the adult one is. You know? All right, Leos. What up, Leos? You guys are up for your pick a card reading. And it's all about how can Leos return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. You can pick one or two or both. Either way, have fun in the chat, whatever else you're doing there at home, okay? While I set things up. I do streaming. So I either stream from my desktop or stream from my TV. That's how I see my movies. As long as you have an internet connection, anybody can watch a movie, really. There's free websites, too, that stream different kinds of movies as well. So if you're wanting something free like that, use duckduckgo.com to ask about free streaming websites. And just be careful as long as you have a pop-up blocker too, because there's some that are fake and some that are not. All right, so how can Leos return to balance and have expansion to get financial support for pick number 2? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. All right, Leos, your pick a card reading is up, okay? You can pick 1 or 2. This is all about Leos. How can you guys return to balance and have expansion and get financial support? Now, if you pick number 1, you pick the Karma deck, okay? So we're going to ask the questions. How can Leos return to balance and have expansion and get financial support? Thank you. You got Cancer. You got Jupiter. Nice. I'm going to stop right there. Leos at pick number 1. This is for Leos who want balance and expansion. So I'm going to give you guidance first and then an outcome. So please make the immediate action, Leos, at pick number 1, to use your intuition to grow and expand and wanting balance and an expansion, okay? So how do you get balance? You have to have a self-care protocol, okay? So figure out what that is. Rest and rejuvenation, meditation, eating well, going out in Mother Nature, friends and family support, okay? Really have fun seeking and being reasonable with yourself with it, okay? Keeping your spirit, your feelings, and learning and teaching yourself about, okay, your feelings. Because that's what's going to guide you, okay? You don't have a bad outcome. Ooh, man, you Leos are really going to control the situation. So, oh, and you're going to keep it a secret. So that's great. And how you're going to do your balance and your expansion, which is great because it should be your own personal thing. You know what I'm saying, Leos? So here's your outcome. At your home base and our family on the physical front in your circle of friends, you're going to get fluctuations that happen within inside your mind and how you want to take action towards them and having balance with them and expansion with them. It's because you're going to learn first how to invest in yourself before you invest in others, okay? So whenever you get a mental prison, okay, about anything inside your mind about family, friends, or whatever, okay, Leos, you're needing to honor yourself by rebalancing. It's just a trigger for you to go, okay, I need to assess the situation in such a different way. And I have the answers within inside me. I just need to create that time and space to meditate, okay? And you'll find different meditations and you will figure out what actually you feel secure in doing. That's the whole point. And being a seeker is enjoying new stuff and experimenting to see if it's right for you to be balanced. On a spiritual outcome, you're going to understand what makes you feel secure about this, and you're going to be free to be who you are around anybody who you associate with, and information to explain the drive for this. If you do not do what makes you feel secure and be who you are, well, we both know, Leos, that you guys are not fake. Okay. But if you don't do this for yourself, it's like gypping yourself out of something that will give you the growth and expansion you deserve. Because if you're not okay, no one's okay. Everybody deserves to have their own self-care, okay? And being selfish. If we were not selfish, we'd be running ourselves through the mud for everything and everyone. And then being called last is not in your favor in regards to enjoying the journey, because we're not here to suffer to grow, okay, Leos? So this is the information you need to know in order to be driven to move forward. It's okay to have balance for yourself and balance with others. You just need to understand that's just a little at a time. Because if you notice, if you do things a little at a time in each and every basket that you have with friends, family, and stuff, it's not so overwhelming anymore. That you actually got a lot more done because you did a little at a time. Because in the mind, we can expand on so many conclusions, even to the worst case scenario. But when we're doing it a little at a time, we see that the possibilities of getting stuff done a little at a time is much easier, and it's not, like I said, overwhelming. Okay. So you'll find your way, and I feel like you are going to find your way here. You're just figuring it out here. And sometimes you just need to take a break, let it all filter out, and then that's when you get connected to your own soul, okay, Leos? And when you're connected, your soul never leads you the wrong way, okay? That's your reading. I really hope it helps, Leos, that pick number 1. Now, Leos, that pick number 2, you got indecision. You got journey. You got rainbow blessings. You got the temple path. So, Leos, give me 1 second. I'm going to say hi to people. Ram E, greetings to you. Thank you for people who just joined in me. Greatly appreciate it. All right. So Leos, that pick number 2. This is for Leos who want to get financial support, okay? The 2 blocks that you need to overcome financial loss is being indecisive here and how you want to invest your money, and overspending on trips, okay? What I got channeled in, you just need to learn too how to save your money, okay? And that's what you need to know, okay? And those 2 things that you need to overcome, financial loss. Here's your advice. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are sharing your life, Leos. So I'm going to elaborate what that is, Leos, so you can feel more optimistic about your finances, okay? So the Sacred Traveler wants you to know, Leos, that pick number 2. When the rainbow appears in the sky above or in an oracle deck, have faith that blessings are abound. Count your blessings, be grateful for the ones received, and know that many lie ahead for you. In the deepest sense, you are the blessing, Leos. Big hugs. In many ways, the rainbow is a messenger from the Creator letting you know that all is well. This card also indicates that it's time to add some color to your life, Leos. Paint a room, change the colors of your curtains, or simply spice up your life. And this could be as easily like learning how to dance, salsa dancing, learning some new food cuisine where it's a little bit spicy, or if you like that heat, it's a lot of spicy. Okay, there's Mexican cuisine, there's some other ones. Okay, so check those out. There's even really some yummy Indian cuisine or Korean cuisine as well. So it's up to you, Leos, and how you want to do that. Also, learning different music or listening to different music that has more of a spicy kind of get-go, fast-paced kind of music too, to bring spice back into your life. I'm giving you ideas, Leos, so that way it encourages you to bring that new spontaneity in your life that's different instead of it affecting your finances, okay? Your outcome is great. You're going to have support outside of you, but also you're going to be going through a whole evolution here in your life, even in your finances, okay? So a major turnabout is going to happen, okay? And you're needing to know this. So, of course, Leos, I'm going to see what this evolution is going to happen inside you and around you, okay? Clarify the temple path for pick number 2, Leos. First card is what evolution is going to happen with inside them in the temple path and their outcome. And the second card is what is the evolution that's going to happen outside of them in regards to their finances and financial support. Thank you. What's going to happen inside you, Leos, here in your outcome, that's going to be the evolution, is in your confidence, your courage, your self-belief, and your luck. Nice. Jupiter. Now what's going to happen with your finances and your financial support around you is people are going to give into Leo's ideas, yearnings, and longings. It's like they see your vision, okay? You got Neptune. Oh yeah, major transformation too. A big leap forward and a rebirth. So you needed to know this, Leos, so that way you can keep on persevering forward, because expand upon your ideas with the people that you want financial support with, because they'll be able to see what you see and then some in order to grow and expand those ideas, okay? So that's your reading, Leos. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Now we're going to move on to Virgos. One question per person for people that need to know. So Kumar, you already asked one and got your reading for tonight. No more than that, okay? If you're still feeling the way you are about your ex, wanting to know, you're going through a healing right now. So that means you're needing to focus only on you. I do not see you and your ex really getting back together, to be very honest. I only saw newness coming towards you, and you're not being ready for it yet because you're still needing to heal from the past relationship, okay? for your question. All right. I'll be doing one more oracle reading for one person in the live chat. If you're willing to be patient for that, wait until the pick a card readings are done, okay? Other than that, we're going to Virgo next. Ooh, I just dropped a lot of cards. 1 second, I'll be right back. Got him. I'm going to shuffle the cards and then we'll go to the next zodiac sign. Trying to catch my breath. BWALTSZ, can you let people know if they want an oracle reading, they're going to have to wait until all the pick a card readings are done for the zodiac signs? Because I see someone that keeps on asking yes or no, but they're not paying attention to what I just said. So now you can tell them while I get this reading started. I know, right? All right, all right. So Virgos, you guys are up. Your reading is all about how can Virgos return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. You can pick one or two or both. Okay. Either way, have fun in the chat or whatever else you're doing here at home while I set up. Thank you. How can Virgos return to balance, have expansion, and get financial support? For pick number 2. Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. All right, Virgos, your pick a card reading is up. You can pick one or two. This is all about how can Virgos return to balance and have expansion and get financial support, okay? Now, if you pick number 1, you're getting the Karma deck, okay? Which will give you guidance and an outcome, all right? So let's ask the question for pick number 1, Virgos. How can Virgos return to balance and have expansion and get financial support? You got an Aquarius. Venus. Nice. We're going to stop right there. So pick number 1, Virgos. This is for the Virgos who want balance and expansion. So please make the immediate actions to do an unconventional way of being creative here for you getting balance and expansion. So that means be creative with your self-care regimen. It's as easy as that, okay? And be consistent. Keep in your spirit what you envisionate here in your self-care regimen and how to cherish that in yourself, okay? So you don't have a bad outcome because you're going to learn how to be fair with yourself. Yay! You're going to keep it a secret Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Cool. So here's your outcome, Virgos that pick number 1. On the physical outcome, what was shared between me and you? Your resources here, you're going to be investing in yourself by using your resources. Especially if you want to travel and get like massages or stuff like that, or even going to doctor's appointments and stuff, because that's part of your self-care regimen. And you're going to understand that what to focus on here and how it affects, how it affects your home base and our family. You're going to be transforming it. So if someone has any inner grievance towards you about how you're changing things up with your self-care regimen, you're taking control here to transform it and literally say that this has to happen or else I'm going to kill over and die. And you're going to be like, and do you want that to happen? And that's what's going to literally transform the situation, where the person comes to realization that, yeah, it's good that you do take good care of yourself. That's what I got in your physical outcome, okay, Virgos? Very direct and to the point, right? On your spiritual outcome here, you're going to have your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual values, and a dedication to achieve and what makes you feel secure about regaining balance and expansion. And you're going to learn how to always get yourself up in the morning. Whether you're feeling like your whole body is hurting or you're feeling sad or depressed, you're going to be getting yourself up in the morning. Even if it's a little at a time is what's getting channeled in, because it's like you're not giving up. Even if you're going slow. So it's not a bad outcome, because you're still transforming things here. And you're keeping it a secret too, on why you're doing what you're doing. It's because you're tired of things how it used to be. So good job, Virgos, that pick number 1. I encourage you to do so, because you're going to need that self-care. Even if you have to switch up your self-care regimen, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. Going slow is just fine, because at least you're getting somewhere, you know? And you're not falling down the stairs or slipping and twisting your ankle, because that shit sucks. I've had twist my ankle, Virgos. I've even twisted my freaking knee all the way around. And I had to get surgery on it, and I got 3 screws in my right knee because of it. And it wasn't my fault. A tile was like loose, and that's how I slipped. And I was getting a bottle at the time for my kid when she was about 4, and that's how I re-injured my knee, where it tore my lateral meniscus on my right side of my knee and my ACL. So I had to go into a total like surgery thing that sucked. But luckily now things are better. I can come on the other side going, man, it could have been worse, you know? So I encourage you, if you have to take it slow, Virgos, do it. Better than re-injuring yourself, right? All right, Virgos, that pick number 2. You got blossoming abundance. You got 2nd chakra Archangel Ariel. You got navigating by the stars. And the sun. All right, Virgos, that pick number 2. This is for Virgos who want to get financial support. Here are the 2 things that you need to overcome in regards to financial loss. How you feel about money. If you think your money is your life, your everything, it's like that's your drug, right? And so whenever it's depleted, it's like, well, you going after anybody and anything in order to get that high again of your own money. Yet you're having to borrow money from people when you could have spent that money in a different way, where you could have done it where spending less on cigarettes, spending less on, and I mean, some people don't like to make their own cigarettes, but there are ways where you can do it without having to break the bank. I used to do it, but I haven't smoked in about 5, 6 years now. And I don't care if anybody else's smoke. It's your prerogative. I'm getting all tongue tied. It's your thing, okay? If that's your thing, that's fine. But if you're going to be a continuous smoker, drinker, and all that, you got to be really asking yourself if it's really worth it anymore. Especially if you're overdoing it with drinking, drugs, substances, and stuff, and you can't even, you get what I mean? So, what needs to be unblocked is your emotions about how you perceive and how you feel about money, Virgos. You need to learn how to spend a little at a time. It's as easy as that. Then your own emotions will transform in regards to money. More will come, but you got to learn how to do a little at a time now, okay? This will unblock a lot of things within inside you. This will start redirecting what your priorities are and being consistent. It will also get you to nurture the very things that can emotionally stabilize you, like your ideas of that you want to nurture in regards to your hobbies. Okay, that doesn't break the bank at all. It'll get you to reconnect with family and friends again, going out and about where it won't cost you anything as well. Either way, you know you need to remove this block, okay? That way things will become a lot easier for you. So, here's your advice. Navigate by the stars. Follow your own bliss. I'll elaborate what that is, okay? So trust your gut, Virgos. Have faith that the higher power is directing your life. Believe, Virgos. Allow your life decisions to be dictated by what opens your heart and by what brings you joy. Relax, Virgos. Be patient. Follow your bliss. Your life is divinely guided. All is going according to a wonderful plan for your life. Be confident that all is well, okay? Your outcome is great because out of the darkness, the light is born. That's what got channeled in with this card. And it's the light of creativity within inside you. There are people that are very supportive and want you to get to the next level. Your perception and feelings just needed to graduate to the next level, okay, Virgos? So you're going to get ideas and creative expression here in order to help you on your journey through your writings, okay? Stuff like that, okay, Virgos? And there are going to be people that want to support that. You just need to be able to sit down and write down here how you can express yourself better when it comes down to presenting your ideas to the people that want to invest in you. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to, Virgos. Okay? So have that courage because it's coming through your creativity, okay? So yeah, you're going to have an opportunity here for financial support through your ideas, okay? To be crystal clear. That's your reading, Virgos. I really hope it helps. And your pick a card reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. And enjoy your journey, Virgos, okay? And I'll see you soon. All right. Let's check the chat and see what's going down. Because we're on the halfway point. We're going into Libras next. At the Exorcist knee. Oh, man. It felt like that. And you know how it makes that crackle and pop? Oh, it did that too. And then when my orthopedic saw me that day that I got to see him, he's like, oh, Mary, 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 Mary. I was like, okay, what? He goes, oh, yeah, you definitely shot your knee. And I said, there's no other way. He goes, there's no other way of putting you back together other than doing surgery. And I was like, oh, that sucks so bad. And when he told me he was going to do, I was like, oh, God. He goes, you're going to be held up for a while. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Greatly helps my channel. I screwed my ankle up so bad one time, I couldn't walk for about 3 months. I feel you on that. If you do a good number on your ankles, you can really, like, when I fell down the stairs, because I missed the last 2 steps, I landed up really effing up my right leg. I did a spiral fracture, and this was the start of COVID. And then I also broke my ankle in 4 places. There were fractures, but and I was telling the doctor, she's like, oh, yeah, those are all breaks. And I was like, oh, until this day, when the weather hits just nice, I get those aches and pains, and I'm there like, oh boy, the weather's going to be feisty today. Toya Jackson, hi. Waltz wrote, I was delivering packages for Amazon, and the house I left at, I was going to, whoa, whoa, really loud, and the girl opened her window and told me, shit, the, wow. I was about to say it all. Yeah, I had to help an elderly lady because I live on this other side of my complex where it's much more quieter. So we have a mixture of certain families and elderly people. And it was so sad because the elderly lady was, she literally came out of her freaking car and slipped and smacked her face right into the concrete. And I was like, whoa, when I saw her. I was the only one that came out and was helping her. It was like over 100 degrees. It felt like it was like, probably like in the high 90s, but here in Ohio it gets so humid. So I ended up getting a towel, helping her up, called 911, got paper towel to clean her face up because it was so bloody. And she was just crying like, a kid that fell. It was so bad. And I said, what happened? So then I could tell 911. And then finally another neighbor came out and she goes, I can't believe people are just letting her like be on the sidewalk and that. So I laid the towel down and I told her to put our, what is it? To give her shade. So we were in front of the sun to give her shade so she didn't have any issues with like heat exposure and stuff. It's something I learned when I was working with the handicapped and mentally disabled. And so I was like, you know what? In the end, everybody and their mama showed up finally outside, and because the ambulance was here, and she goes, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna die." And that I said, "You're okay. You still have a lot of life to live." And to this day, she's still my neighbor. She's very mean to other people, but when I see her, she's very nice to me because I don't give in to the, if you want to be an ornery, angry person, I'm still nice. And then if someone's still consistently being mean, I'm there like, what's going on? Why are you acting like this? And then that's when I usually find out what is, you know. Yeah, it is someone's grandma. But I notice when her family comes over, they're not too happy because then they have to get her out of bed and help her up because, she's elderly. Some people can handle hospice care and some people can't. And a lot of family members can't. Me, I don't mind it. I just surprised that actually I never really mind doing taking care of anybody. I put it in my mind if I ever got married, that was the first thing I always wanted to let my significant other know that if it ever came down to whether I had to get him out of bed, get him in a shower, or wipe his butt and put some diapers on it, I was able to do that because that's how much love I have for my future husband. And that's not hard for me to do. But I notice a lot of people, it's very hard for them to do. Just saying. And it's okay. Not a lot of people are capable of doing that kind of care. And it is hard. And everything got all quiet. Going, All right, let's move on to the next zodiac sign. Oh, that's great, BWALTSZ. BWALTSZ said, I do that for my parents. I feel you with that one too. I had to do that for my mom when she was in the hospital. When she had quadruple bypass. I came in and it was for a long trip from Sierra Vista to Tucson, Arizona at the time when I was living there. And I came off of a 15, 16-hour shift because I was working awake at night for the handicapped and mentally disabled. And I was there helping her out, making sure they were giving her the right medication, feeding her jello, and excusing my dad so he can go get things done at home while I was watching her and getting her up when she was able to walk around so that way she can prove that she can walk around and be okay in order to go home. There are many home and they were my home and everything at one point, so I could be their home. So I can be their home and everything. I get you. Big hugs, BWALTSZ. All right. Let's go into Libra. What is up, Libra? I got to pick a card reading for you. You guys are up. So, the pick a card reading is all about how can Libras return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. You can pick one or two or all the above, Libras. Either way, have fun while I set your reading up. It won't take very long, okay? But thank you for your patience. How can Libras return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 2? Give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, Libras, your reading is ready. Okay, you can pick 1 or 2 or all the above. And it's all about how you can return to balance, have expansion, and get financial constraints. Now, Libras, if you pick number 1, you're picking the Karma deck. So we got to do it this way. How can the Libras return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 1? Q. Pick number 1, Libras. You got the North Node. You got the first house. And we're going to stop right there. Now, Libras, pick number 1s. Okay, pick number 1, Libras. This is Libras who want balance and have expansion. So I'm going to give you guidance right now, then an outcome. Here's your guidance. Please make the immediate actions. The now is the time to do it your own way, to come up with a self-care protocol and implement your ideas too. Because write them down in a journal because they're not stupid. Keep in your spirit to have faith in this immediately. Okay? You don't have a bad outcome. You guys are going to be forcing yourself to take the lead here. It's going to be cool. I can tell you this. You know why, Libras? Because here's your outcome. Around your circle of friends, you're going to be growing through anxiety and worry, okay? Because you're going to be sacrificing your confusion about what you want to create here in your self-care regiment and want to expand upon in regards to your ideas, your creations, okay? In regards to this, okay? It's not a bad outcome. Oh boy, are you growing through anxiety and worry, and that's fucking fantastic. Yes, I cuss. It's freaking fantastic. Yeah, I said the F word before. But you know, YouTube gets all weird about that stuff. Even if it's nice out of the excitement, you know. All right, so spiritual outcome, Libras, that pick number 1, you're going to have the freedom to be who you are because you're growing through that anxiety and worry. Because you implemented that self-care protocol and the idolization of the power of love. Yes, you're understanding what love is within inside you, okay? And how to nurture it to let it grow more. And that's not a bad outcome. So spiritual upgrades are going to happen within inside you, and you're going to feel it, okay? So heads up with that, Libras that pick number 1, not a bad outcome. So Libras that pick number 2, yin and yang, happy family, rejuvenating rain, and woo, the world. Nice. All right, Libras that pick number 2. This is for Libras that want to get financial support. All right, so here are 2 blocks to overcome financial loss. The first one is you feeling indifferent. You feeling indifferent in regards to money and not getting financial support from others. You really feel like no one's going to financially help you. So that needs to change. You need to learn how to speak up. You don't need to do it always on your own, Libras. So here is your advice. Rejuvenating rain. Clear the past and heal the present. Okay? That way you're not always stuck up in there doing everything on your own, okay? I'm already getting messages from your outcome. We'll go one step at a time, Libras, okay? So physical and emotional healing is occurring, okay, Libras, that pick number 2. There is a cleansing and clearing of old emotional wounds, even releasing of past life limitations is happening. So all is forgiven, Libras. Absolve yourself, Libras. Forgive others their transgressions against you. It's time to let it all go. Okay? Because your outcome is great. You're going to have expansion from others, but support is going to be, especially if I got online friends and family, okay? But you got expansion here at the end with your financial support. You just need to message them online, you goofball. That's what got channeled in, all right? What's going to happen after the world? Thank you. Door to value. Okay? That means new beginning in your finance and career too. Part of your support system is someone here at work. I don't know if you're close to your boss, Libras, but they're willing to be supportive towards you if you're going through any financial loss, okay? So if you need more hours, you need to feel like, if you're still feeling like I got to do this on my own, speak up to your boss and they'll give you more hours. There'll be more increase in pay too. You just need to be honest to speak up for it, okay? For some of you, your financial support is going forward and going to that next career. Like whatever you're in is a stepping stone to the actual career that's going to give you the money that you deserve. Okay? And you'll just know which message it is because you've been feeling it for a while going, yeah, I've been wanting to go to that next career, but now I get it now. I got it. I need to do it. Okay? So that's your reading, Libras. I really hope it helps. Okay? Libras, that's your pick a card reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Now we're going to move on to the next zodiac sign, and that is Scorpio. Hi, BJ, in the chat. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Now, Scorpios, you guys are up. I have pick a card reading for you. You pick one or two, but this is about Scorpios. How can you guys return back to balance, have expansion, and get financial support? Okay. So have fun in the chat or whatever you're doing. Oh, thank you, Thomas or Thomason, something like that. Thank you. So how can Scorpios return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 2? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, Scorpios, you guys are up. You can pick 1 or 2, but this is your pick a card reading. If you just joined me, I gotta repeat myself for a reason because people come in and out of my live, okay? And it's how can Scorpios return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. So if you pick number 1, it is the Karma deck, okay? So how can Scorpios return to balance and have expansion and get financial support? Thank you. Pick number 1, Scorpios, you got in Taurus. In your 8th house. In your 7th house. In Uranus. No pun intended, goofballs. All right, pick number 1, Scorpios. This is for Scorpios who want balance and expansion. So I'm going to give you guidance and an outcome. So here's your guidance. Make the immediate actions to use the most direct way. Use other people's resources. Okay. Get a fair deal here to develop a self-care protocol and invent that new way, okay? And use your ideas because they're not stupid. Keep in your spirit your beliefs as if it was a life or death issues, being diplomatic with you and others if you're using other people's resources, and stir up the situation within inside you by being excited about new things about this, okay, about a self-care protocol, okay, and your ideas about it, okay? So you don't have a bad outcome. Ooh, this is a big one for Scorpios. Nice. All right, Scorpios. Your outcome is this. On a physical outcome, you're going to have reactions within inside you about what you want to create as your self-care protocol. You're going to be sacrificing your confusion, growing through anxiety and worry because you're taking control of this in order to transform it, and you're going to keep it a secret. And you're going to see where you're going to go with this, especially if you want to go to a zoo, going out in Mother Nature, using travel even as your self-care regimen, like going on even if it's just a drive with your dog or just a drive on your own. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad. Long drives, I love that. I used to do that with friends and family. Me and my friend Kara at the time before I had my child. And then even afterwards, when I was doing this with other friends, but I would turn up the music and we'd just start singing and just going anywhere around town. And it would be so funny because some people would um, catch us singing in that, and they'd start laughing, and then we just turn up the music, and then they'd start singing too on the other end. So it was really fun, you know. You have different self-care protocols, that can be one as well. Or just going to a venture to another town to try a new restaurant or a dessert is really good too, and seeing the scenery on the way. I did that with a couple of friends, and it was nice to see from farmland to city to town and stuff. It's just really cool, you know? So, yeah, using that as a self care protocol can help. Nothing wrong with that. On a spiritual outcome here, Scorpio, you have the nurturing of the power of love within inside you that you're cultivating and creating, and the idealization that there will be no anxiety about this because you're relieving that anxiety and worry. You're not giving up on yourself, but you're resurrecting yourself when you get down and out, when you do this new self care protocol, which is great. And you're going to be understanding more of your spiritual values. It's like you're going to be up to more expansion here. It's like you're going to be the leader to others. For some of you Scorpios that need to know that. You're like leading by example, and it's going to get you to open up more in your creativity and teaching people that there are so many different ways to do a self-care protocol. And it can be as simple as doing a nice drive, you know? So that's your reading, Scorpios. I really hope it helps. Now, Scorpios that pick number 2, you got financial constraints. You got appreciation. You got rainbow blessings. Not bad. And 7th chakra Archangel Uriel. All right, so 2 blocks that pick number 2 Scorpios need to know in regards to if they want to get, financial support. So these 2 blocks to overcome, pick number 2 Scorpios, is you enjoying the journey while you wait and be patient for money to come in. Yep. You got to learn how to enjoy the journey to be patient for that money to come in, or else you're leaving that block up of not learning. Okay. Another block is you thinking that you don't have enough. So you're going to need to develop some kind of self-care protocol of a gratitude list. Thankful for all my eyeballs, my limbs, the things that makes me comfortable. Hell, you know, if you were still a soul, you wouldn't even have this human body anymore. That's something to be grateful that you're gifted this human body, and that's something to be thankful for, okay? Because right now, you know, it's interesting, Scorpios, that pick number 2. I was watching this gal from this other YouTube channel called Soft Underbelly. It's a really good channel. This guy is really good at interviewing different walks of life, you know, and he talked to this one gal that was a celebrity on Love and Hip Hop. She landed again in a horrible accident. I forgot her name. I would have to look it up. But if you go to Soft Underbelly on YouTube, it's the newest one on his interviews on his channel. Anyway, I saw the before and after, and man, this was a girl that was major alcoholic. She kept on taking chances every single time she would go out and about, and she was drunker than crap. And she finally got in a car accident, and she got so mad that everybody around her didn't want to stop her from getting in the car every single time. But then she was all saying that if anybody got in her face, she would, you know, tell them what for, and then she'd go about doing her thing. So she kind of just sabotaged herself, if you ask me, you know. So she got in this horrible accident, okay, Scorpio. And then what happened was she came out, but she was in like 4 to 5 months in a coma, and her arm is fused, and that she's not getting the help all that she needs. She got all those people that was around her all gone out of her life, people using her now that she's disabled. And yeah, she's not happy at all. But she said one of the things she learned was she took walking for granted, being able to do stuff for herself for granted. I mean, she started really naming stuff, and I was like, she's getting it, but she's not there yet. Because part of the healing process that she needed to learn was really how to slow shit down. Like, that was her big thing. And I was talking to my daughter about it too, Scorpio. And I was like, you know what? I had to learn that too. Take it nice and slow down the stairs. This girl had to take it in such a different way where she's like, now I got to learn that I got to help others, because she used to be high roller when it came down to drinking a lot, being a stripper, and all that stuff. This literally made her trying to do a 180, you know? So, Scorpio, all I'm saying, why I'm saying all this, is just be happy that you have the gift of being a human being, to touch, to kiss, to love, to feel what you feel. Because money is not everything. Yes, it brings you security with a roof over your head and everything, but it's not everything. You're not here to suffer to grow, but to enjoy your journey. And when that money comes in, you just come up with a different plan and how you want to spend it and save it, okay? It's that easy. What makes it complex is that you keep on doing this vicious cycle of spending your money too much. And you're not here to, for some of you Scorpios that need to hear it, because of what's got channeled in with this. You're not here to over medicate yourself to grow either. And you know what that means. And we're not going to go any deeper than that. You just know what that means, okay? Because when you remove those blocks, things get easier. Here's your advice. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life, Scorpios, okay? Oh, I'm going to give you an extended message, Scorpios. That's why I'm looking down. So when the rainbow appears, Scorpio, in the sky above or in an oracle deck, have faith that blessings are abound, and count your blessings and be grateful for the ones you receive, and know that many lie ahead for you. In the deepest sense, you are a blessing. In many ways, the rainbow is a messenger from the Creator, letting you know, Scorpios, that all is well. This card can also indicate that it's time to add some color to your life, Scorpios. Like paint a room, change the colors of your curtains, or simply spice up your life. Like music, like dance, like your creativity. Because a lot of you are very creative through your artistic talent and whatever that is, okay? Tattooing, okay? Stuff like that. Especially a lot of you have brilliance and beautiful voices too, okay? Because this can help you also enjoy the journey while money comes in. The outcome is great because here you're providing yourself support, okay? And more insights here in how to navigate and enjoy the journey, but cultivate your new ideas on what you want to invest in next. So you get a new start here. with that emotional stability, using your intuition to guide you next. Okay? So if you're wondering what financial support is, you're giving yourself that financial support. Okay? So what comes in after this seventh chakra for pick 2 Scorpios? You get more stability here because you're going to be going out here in the community and getting that support, okay? So there's going to be here out in the community of people that are going to want to network with you, okay? And that's where you know where your support is going to extend out to. Meaning like you're going to be collaborating with people, okay? These are people that want to see your vision through, okay? So don't give up on your creativity, okay, Scorpios? Because we need that. You know why? Who wants to keep on watching the same reaction videos over and over again, Scorpios? I know not me. This is why I hardly watch reaction videos. I watch people that will inspire me to help inspire you, okay? We're all kindred souls. It's just different phases of our life, right, Scorpios? So that's your reading, Scorpios. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Now I'm giving people a heads up in the chat. They're asking for a reading. I am going to be doing picking one person at the end of these pick a card readings for the all Zodiac sign, okay? If you are patient enough, okay, wait until the end, okay? That easy. If you don't, see you in the next live, hopefully. If not, I hope you enjoy your journey, okay? All right. Let's move on to Sagittarius. What up, Sagittarius? Hope you guys and gals are doing great. I got to pick a card reading for you. You can pick one or two or both. It's all about how can Sagittarius return to balance, have expansion, and get financial support, okay? I'm going to set it all up, and then we'll get started, okay? Have fun in the chat. We're at home. Cheers, everyone. How can Sagittariuses return to balance and have expansion and get financial support? For pick number 2. Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, Sagittariuses. Time to pick one or two. This is your pick a card reading, okay? For Sagittariuses who want to return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. Now, if you pick number 1, you're picking the Karma deck, okay? So we're going to ask the question, how can Sagittariuses return to balance, have expansion, and get financial support for pick number 1? Thank you. We got in Cancer. The 8th house. And we're going to stop right there. I'm going to give you guidance and an outcome, okay? For pick number 1, Sagittariuses who want balance and have expansion. So Sagittariuses, pick number 1 Please make the immediate action to use your intuition and use other people's resources. Keep in your spirit your feelings as if it was a life or death issue, okay? Because you don't have a bad outcome because you're learning how to come up with your self-care protocol and your ideas from it, okay? By using other people's resources, okay? I'm going to give you your outcome here soon. And that is, on a physical outcome, pick number 1, Sagittarius, in your home base or family. You're going to be using a business-like way to get the resources you need to do your self-care regimen. Like going to doctor's appointments, to go even further of going to the store for your self-care regimens too is what I got. And what's going to be great, you're going to be getting a fair deal here, resulting from you trusting yourself, okay? Not a bad outcome. On a spiritual outcome, pick number 1, Sagittarius is, you're going to do what makes you feel secure, and you have a dedication to achieve cooperation with you and others, and a spiritual upgrade too, because you started trusting yourself by doing the way you wanted it to, okay? Not a bad outcome, okay? You're getting what you need. Very cool. Sagittarius, that's your reading for pick number 1. Now, if you pick number 2, you got door to personal healing and happiness. The attachment. Surrendering to the journey. And the garden and the gate. So pick number 2, Sagittarius are wanting to get financial support. So here's your block. 2 blocks that you need to overcome financial loss. Have a new beginning here in your personal life by saying to yourself, I forgive myself for whatever happened in this situation. It can be that easy. It's when you're nitpicking yourself to the point of paralyzation and keeping yourself stuck, that's the issue. So you're needing to overcome doing that, okay? No one can ever be perfect. We acquire experience so that way we can confront things and do things different, okay? It can be that easy. Your other block here is to be honest with yourself that you need to break this relationship pattern you have with money. You know, that pattern that keeps on bringing financial loss. You just know what it is, okay? Sagittarius, just be honest with yourself. Every Sagittarius is different, okay? This is why I'm not being particular about what it is that you're doing that's creating financial loss, okay, Sagittarius is? Because who am I to say, oh, all these Sagittarius are doing this one thing when it's quite different for each one of you, okay? As a healer, I'm not here to nitpick at you at all. Just here to let you know what needs to be removed so you can move forward, okay? It's that easy. So here's your advice. Surrender to the journey, release control, Sagittarius is. For pick number 2. So I'm going to elaborate what that is by giving you an extended message. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, Sagittarius, is that pick number 2. Surrendering is not giving up. You're not yielding to a force outside yourself. You're opening up to your soul. By releasing hold, you allow the creative force of the universe to spiral through you, which brings inspiration and a direction in your life. Sometimes the journey goes in a different way than expected. When it does, don't resist. There are times you can see the path, but when you do not know where it leads, not knowing where you are going can activate inspiration, ideas, insight, creative juices. You cannot discover new oceans and distant vistas unless you have the courage to let go of the shore. You don't have to do it all yourself, Sagittariuses. Support is all around you. Simply open your heart and allow it in. Okay? You know what that means. You got to speak up, okay, Sagittariuses. There are friends and family are willing to support you, even through financial loss. You are not a burden or a hindrance to no one, okay? Your outcome is this. You're going to go through 2 transformations, Sagittariuses, that pick number 2, in order to come out of your comfort zone, okay? So what is this Garden the Gate going to lead to for Sagittariuses that pick number 2? Thank you. You overcoming self-deception. You're going to be going through an evolution within inside you. It's going to be shocking. So we're going to see what it is. What kind of evolution? Clarify deceit of what evolution is going to happen within Sagittariuses at pick number 2. Your unconsciousness, sensitivity, and inner emotions and responses are going to go through an evolution where you're going to activate your practicality and spirituality where things come back into balance. Okay? So you need to know this so that way you keep on moving forward out of that self-deceit. Okay? We all go through it, Sagittariuses, and I don't think you're above or below me because I went through it too. Now it's your turn, okay? So that way you can come and join the journey with all of us, okay? That's your reading, Sagittariuses, and your pick a card reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hi there in the chat. Thank you guys and gals for joining me. Now let's move forward from Sagittarius to Capricorn. Now, any people that want your own reading, stick around at the end and I'll be doing one oracle reading for somebody in the chat when I'm done, okay? But I will always be able to do a lot of oracle readings on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that way you guys know, okay? Oh, you guys want to see something cool? Short, long. The illusion of short and then long. I'm just being silly too. Try not to make it a dull and boring life. Be silly every once in a while, you know? Shuffle this 3 times and then we'll start with the Capricorn reading. All right, Capricorns, you guys are up. Now, if you don't know what this is, well, we're going to do a Capricorn pick a card reading. You can pick one or two or both. It's how can Capricorns return to balance and have expansion and get financial support, okay? So have fun in the chat or having fun at home, okay, Capricorns? Or people that are watching me. How can Capricorns return to balance and have expansion and get financial support? For pick number 2. Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, Capricorns, your reading is up. You pick one or two, but this is how can Capricorns return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. Now, if you pick number 1, Capricorns, you're picking the Karma deck. So how can Capricorns return to balance, have expansion, and get financial support for pick number 1? Thank you. You got the 8th house. You got Uranus. You got in Libra, Neptune. And we're going to stop right there. Now, Capricorns, if you pick number 1, I give you guidance and an outcome. So here is your guidance first. Please make the immediate action. Use the other person's resources, okay, in order to require balance and expansion. So that self-care protocol. So you're going to have to invent a new way by using other people's resources. Do it with friends, family to get more ideas, and do it slowly. Keep in your spirit as if it was a life or death issue. Stir things up by having fun, okay? And creating this new self-care protocol. Relationships and inspires others with this new self-care protocol. Because your friends and family, whoever it is that's just going to give you help through this, is going to try to get you to have fun with this, and instead of it being dull and boring, okay? That's what I get. So you don't have a bad outcomes, okay, Capricorns? I'm going to give it to you here in a moment. All right. So Capricorns, your outcome is that you're going to be taking action, the lead here, in order to have cooperation with the person that's going to help you out with your self-care regimen and expand upon it. You guys are going to be able to go out and about, whether it's like to the store or different places that can help you, whether it's doctor appointments and stuff about your self-care regimen, and you're going to get reactions within inside yourself about it. What got channeled in is a lot's going to be had for a Capricorn to know about your health and how you can implement a self-care regimen and whatever is going on with your health. So it's not a bad outcome. It's just going to be feeling a lot at the end. And you're going to learn how to nurture how you feel about it, okay? On a spiritual outcome, Capricorns, so you're going to have the drive for balance, understanding who you are and your spiritual values, and you're going to be nurturing that. So it's not a bad outcome. You're getting to know yourself in such a different way and learning how to invest in yourself, okay? And in return, you're going to be discovering more and experimenting more about your self-care regimen. Because you're going to realize that adjustments need to be had throughout your journey, okay? It's going to be different from a week ago or a month ago. You get what I mean? So that's your reading for pick number 1, Capricorns. I really hope it helps. Now, if you pick number 2, Capricorns, you got first chakra Archangel Michael. You got Angel of Strength. You got Uncovering Treasure. and man holding a heart. So pick number 2, Capricorns. This is about for Capricorns who want to get financial support. So here are 2 blocks to overcome financial loss. You're going to have to nurture how you feel about money and take the lead. No, because you got to start trusting yourself. You know how to handle money, okay? Instead of somebody else doing it. That's for some of you Capricorns that need to know that. But how you feel about money, it needs to transform now. So you needed to come up with a plan. Make sure you be responsible and be consistent with that plan about paying your bills first, saving up, and spending in balance, okay? It can be that easy. What makes it complex is if you're allowing stress or somebody else to take hold of your money, okay? When you know you need to take the lead here, okay? And have strength to do that. So, here's your advice to further you along so that way you understand more what to do, okay? It's uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty, Capricorns. So here's going to be your extended message, okay? So look beneath the surface in your life and you'll find treasure, Capricorns. Bounty is awaiting you in many forms, and the secret is knowing that you deserve it and are worthy of it. Something that you thought was ordinary will turn out extraordinary. Take a second to look at the people and situations in your life. Sometimes receiving treasure is simply a matter of seeing life in a new way. The treasure was always there. You just didn't see it, okay? Whatever was bothering you about money, okay? Your emotions are going to come back into being stable again. And so is your home life, okay? Because you're going to see, okay, who supports you in regards to financial support here at home. Especially if you haven't gotten married and you just need to let your significant other know that you're just needing more support in the financial front because things have been hard. You just need to be opened up, okay? It's that easy. There are people around you, Capricorns, that are willing to help you. You just need to speak up. Sometimes we go through financial loss. So while we're mending things, releasing things, and coming up with a new plan, here are people that are willing to help you, okay? You just need to be financially, not financially, but emotionally stable, okay? While you're able to talk to them about what's been going on with you financially, all right? So what happens to Capricorns that pick number 2 after the man holding the heart outcome? Well, you get a healing in your finances and career, and you come back into solidness here in your more abundance, okay? You get financially stable is what I'm trying to say, okay? This is you, Capricorns, being stable again here in your finances. And in return, you're able to help others too. Yeah, I especially get either a friend or a family member. It's like you return that same favor. So that's your reading, Capricorns. Not bad. Really hope it helps. Capricorns, that's your pick a card reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now we got to move forward to Aquarius. And thank you for those who are being patient for their reading. I greatly appreciate it. What up, Aquarius is? You got to pick a card reading for you. You pick one or two. This is all about how you can find a way to return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. So I'm going to set up your reading. Have fun in the chat or whatever you're doing at home. Okay? And I'll let you know when I'm done. So how can Aquariuses return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 2? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. Cheers, Aquarius, and everybody who's watching. Drink some water. All right, Aquariuses, your pick a card reading is up. Now you can pick one or two. This is all about how can Aquariuses return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. Now if you pick number 1, Aquariuses, you pick the Karma deck. So we're going to ask the question in order to give you your reading, okay? How can Aquariuses return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 1? Thank you. The South Node, Venus. I'm going to stop there. So I give you guidance and an outcome. Pick number 1, Aquariuses who want balance and have expansion. So please make the immediate action, because now is not the time to give in anxiety and worry, but to be creative here in order to come up with a self-care regimen and have expansion in your ideas of it, okay? Keep in your spirit to remember to cherish yourself in your ideas, okay? So you don't have a bad outcome, okay, Aquariuses? Because you're going to be curing your perfectionism and overanalyzation, which is great. That's a huge victory for you and the people around you too. So huzzah. All right, Aquariuses, here's your outcome. You're going to be gifted more resources here for your self-care regimens because you took control here to transform inner grievances within inside you, like that anxiety and worry, because you learned how to do a little at a time and be a part of learning and being part of overwhelming events that are going to occur, resulting from you being proactive and productive, and you facing any fluctuations that happen within inside your mind. You're going to have success from this new benefit of doing a self-care protocol now. Very cool. It's not a bad outcome. In a spiritual outcome, you're going to have your beliefs. You're going to be resurrecting yourself if you get down and out or depressed. And balance between you and servicing others, your faith. You're going to have a resource to maintain taking good care of yourself. Very cool. And information to explain the success from these benefits. So the success from this benefit that you're going to be having here in your outcome is that you're going to see you have clarity. You have more love and compassion with yourself and flexibility. You're enjoying your journey, but you're able to see and be focused on what lies ahead, like what you need to focus on to keep on moving forward. You're feeling more re-energized. You're not ignoring any triggers that happen within inside you. You're being conscious of the movement you take forward when you come up with your own self-care regimen. And that you're learning how to check in with yourself. You're having balance with spending time with others and doing whatever else you are. You're not neglecting yourself. That's the biggest thing in this whole thing, is that you're learning not to neglect yourself anymore. And that's great, Aquariuses. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Now, Aquarius says that pick number 2, you got a woman holding a heart. You got healer of the ages. You got solitude. And man holding a heart. So 2 blocks to overcome financial loss here that you need to know for pick number 2 Aquariuses that want to get financial support. You need to heal your finances. Okay? There's someone here in your family too that you need to sit down and have a talk about how they're spending money too. Okay? And how it affects your emotions and how it stresses you out. What makes it difficult if you don't speak up and have that sit down conversation with your family or your friend that's dealing with your finances, whether it's your husband, your wife, you get what I mean, Aquarius is, whoever's dealing with your finances, family member or friend, okay, you need to sit down with them and let them know that things need to change because it's stressing you out and you're overworking yourself, you get what I mean, and you're not doing what's necessary to take good care of yourself, and in return it's leading to a path where it's going to make a disconnect between you two, whether it's divorce or you separating, you get what I mean. Sometimes letting your partner, your significant other, whoever they are to you, is you're literally laying down the law to them, okay, Aquarius? So that way it doesn't keep on escalating, because you're not here to work all the time, okay? You're here to experience other things in life. And if they're not willing to understand that, you need to take the reins and heal your finances yourself. You need to take all the cards from them and you need to let them know this needs to happen, because it's to the point where it's leading you to a dangerous path health-wise, okay? It's not sustainable for a human being to keep on acting like a machine, because even machines break down, okay? And no human being is a machine, okay, Aquarius is that pick number 2. So here's your advice in regards to financial support, okay? Solitude, in silence, peace prevails. This is you taking the reins and looking down and doing a plan, okay, for your finances, okay? You taking that lead. You're just doing it in a different way, because there's such thing as leaders being silent and just doing what is necessary without an argument, okay? So in silence, we find the depths of self-awareness, Aquarius is that pick number 2, as well as inner peace. This is not time to venture forward with a new project or a new cycle. This is time to step back and be still. In quietude, we can seek and uncover your deepest inner truth. Seek solitude, and all will be revealed. No matter what is happening around you, Aquarius is, find serenity, okay? Because you'll have more answers on what you need to do in regards to your finances, okay? Sometimes there's a lot more than what we pick off as healers. Here's your outcome. Man holding the heart. You being emotionally stable and through the changes that are going to occur here in your home front in regards to your finances. So what comes after a man holding a heart for Aquarius is that pick number 2. You having more balance and compassion here at the home front, where things transform here, and you're very much more patient here because you gave yourself that time and space for yourself. And you took care of your finances too by yourself. It's because you did whatever your idea was in order to change things around here in your finances. I see it in the cards with the sun, and that's what brings you balance, is whatever the idea is. And I'm not going to go as any deeper than that, okay, Aquarius, that pick number 2. You'll just have it in your own quietude when you finally give yourself that time and space, okay? So, Aquarius, that's your pick a card reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Now we're going to go into the last pick a card reading. And for those who are still watching me, cheers and thank you. Especially if you want to have that reading done at the end of this. All right. All right, Pisces, you guys are up. Here's the last pick a card reading. So your pick a card reading is all about how can Pisces get balance, okay, return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. You can pick 1 or 2 or both. Got to get it all set up, okay, Pisces? So have fun doing what you got to do, either in my live chat or at home. How can Pisces return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 2? Thank you. Give me 1 card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, Pisces. You can pick 1 or 2, but this is all about how can Pisces return to balance and have expansion and get financial support. So if you pick number 1, Pisces, you have the Karma deck. So let me ask the question again. Sorry if I'm being a broken record. But how can Pisces return to balance and have expansion and get financial support for pick number 1? Thank you. Pisces. This is for pick number 1, Pisces, who want balance and have expansion. Okay. You got in Virgo, Mercury, in Cancer, your 5th house, Capricorn. Woo! A lot of steps. In your 5th house, in Pisces. All right, Pisces, the fun part. I'm going to give you guided actions and an outcome. So Pisces, and pick number 2. Sorry, pick number 1. Pisces at pick number 1. Here's your guidance first. Please make the immediate actions to do what you must. Let your mind tell you how to do it and use your intuition. Do it dramatically. Do what makes you feel secure about this and be a part of something overwhelming in regards to developing a self-care protocol. Okay? Through your ideas. Some of you need to hear this. Use a business-like way too. Keep in your spirit to serve others and yourself in balance. Communicate how you feel towards yourself. Like, it's okay if I feel like crap, I'm going to be feeling better soon. That's an example, okay? Pisces. Trust yourself as you did as a child, but when you were trying something new and exciting. Okay? Trust your goals as you did in the past and your dreams. And act like a leader, please and thank you. Because you can't be following anybody because you're developing your own thing, okay? You don't have a bad outcome. So here's your outcome. Your outcome is this, Pisces. I pick number 1. You're going to be going through a transformation. So when you start feeling that power struggle, guess what? You're not going to ignore it because that's a trigger for you to use your self-care protocol. And man, what's going to trigger that is some overwhelming events that are going to occur in your life. But you're going to work at it a little at a time because, well, guess what, Pisces? You're taking bull by the horns and being like, I'm going to be in control of this sumbitch. And you're going to keep it a secret. Because you're going to be using your resources in order to help you do your self-care protocol. Some of you are going to get a gift in order to help you with your self-care protocol, okay? So you're going to see success from this benefit. We're just going to keep on leading you forward, okay? On a spiritual outcome, Pisces, that pick number 1, that want balance and expansion, your spiritual outcome is that through this transformation, it's going to transform your faith, your service to others. It's going to help you resurrect yourself when you get down and out or depressed. You're going to also get a transformation in your beliefs. That there will also be success from this new benefit of self-care regimen. Okay? Because you took out that time and space to start investing in yourself in a different way. That's why this is all transforming you, okay? That's your reading, Pisces, for pick number 1. I really hope it helps. Now, Pisces, who pick number 2, you got contract, you got community. You got joy and delight. Yes, joy and delight and appreciation. All right, Pisces, that pick number 2, this is for Pisces who want to get financial support. So the 2 blocks to overcome financial loss is the business partnerships that you have out in the community. You just know what they've been doing in order to pick at your finances, okay, your money. And some of you, it's about overspending, Pisces, okay? That's what got channeled in. You're needing to find emotional stability in order not to overspend or overgive out in the community, okay? Especially where it's breaking the bank, okay? Because you're not here to suffer or grow. And you're not here to always save everybody, okay? To the detriment of your own finances, okay? You need to know that so that way it can remove this financial loss blockages, okay? Because you're stunting your growth and the people that you're helping out too. They have to learn how to grow through their financial loss as much as you do, okay? So, here is your advice for financial support. Joy and delight. Open your arms to joy. Okay. I'm going to give you an extended message, okay? So here it is. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know that it's not just about reaching the destination, Pisces. It's about the joy of the journey. The traveler stops periodically to savor the simple pleasures of the voyage. If you don't follow your bliss now, Pisces, when will you? If you've been waiting until circumstances are different before you experience true happiness, you may have a long wait, Pisces. It's simple. When you focus on areas of your life that bring you joy, these areas will prosper. One of the fastest path to happiness, Pisces, is through sharing and giving. So give of your heart and follow your bliss. Joy is a spiritual birthright. Okay? And you'll just know whether you need to give or ask for something. Okay? You don't have a bad outcome because once you start focusing on all the things that you do have, that's when you get changes that happen within inside you. You appreciate everybody and everything and all, and you don't feel like you need any more than that, okay? So it's not a bad outcome. There's going to be changes here where it's going to happen with inside you about money and support, okay? So what happens after appreciation for Pisces that pick number 2? Thank you. Unexpected events are going to occur here where you're going to have to make a decision here in regards to your money. And to clarify adjacent possibilities, that's if you want a new start here in regards to how you feel, what you want to do next here in your money, because you're going to have a new start in your personal life about it, where there's a healing here in your money. So spend that time in place to go within, okay? So that way you know exactly what you want to invest in next in regards to accumulating more, or if you just need to save, okay? Pisces? All right, Pisces, that's your pick a card reading. I hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for joining me. And that's the end of the pick a card readings for all the zodiac signs, okay? Now this is a good time to answer, to put actually one question in the chat. If you want an oracle reading, I'm only going to be able to pick one person. Okay? Oh boy. Lone Wolf said, I want a permanent girlfriend. Cries and laughs at the same time. Emojis. And then wrote in my chat, Lone Wolf said, single since 16. Nothing wrong with that. If you can handle your own company, there's nothing wrong with that. If anybody wants conversation, Let me know in the chat too. But we hit the 3 hour and 14-minute mark. I didn't realize how much I've been on this live. It's been a good time. Ain't gonna lie. Well, an update on what's going on with me before I end out this chat, because it looks like no one needs a reading. Because I don't know if these same people that left any of these questions are still on my live, to be very honest. But anyway, what's going on with me is that I'm still going through a sinus infection. And I'm going to have to see the doctor because I'm almost ran my course of antibiotics. About seeing was it ear? Ear, nose, and throat specialist to see if I have a chronic sinusitis, and make sure it hasn't, the infection hasn't gone to the front of my frontal lobe or in the back of my brain. So yeah, I got to make sure that I'm all squared away with that, because antibiotics haven't been really working at all. And it's still leaving me with pain and headaches and all that great stuff. No, it's not great, but you get what I mean. So I've been having to take extra strength Tylenol just to help with that. And getting extra rest and all that good stuff, you know? Anything else? I'm going to be doing a movie night after this. If you guys like movie nights, I post 3 different movies on my Facebook and Twitter every single weekend. Okay, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. They're all the same. I just repeat it in case you guys don't see it on my live feed, because I post a lot of different stuff throughout the day or night. So we'll probably watch either First Blood or the Western movie, because I've already seen the other one about sex trafficking or whatever it is. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, I've been watching really cool like interviews and documentaries on Soft Underbelly YouTube channel. Check it out. He's really good with interviewing different kind of people, different walks of life, especially people in Los Angeles. And it's been really cool to see these different kind of interviews from different I mean, you'll see what I mean. Just check it out. I also have a lot more timeless oracle readings on my channel if you guys want to check it out. I also do other lives on Wednesdays, Sundays, and Fridays, whether it's zodiac sign and non-zodiac sign readings. If you still want to catch me and to do a live oracle reading for you, Wednesdays would be the best place to do it, because that way I can take more people on, because I'm prepared for it and I don't have to do that many pick a card readings also that night. Okay. Anything else? Still enjoying the journey, meeting different people. It's been really nice, especially on the chat and having those conversations. Definitely enjoy it. And different walks of life, you know, watching and communicating with me on the live chat. I greatly enjoy you guys and gals. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? There'll be more content. And I'm going to end out this live now. Try to have a really good weekend and happy Friday, or whenever you're watching this, okay? Esito ma sadgamaya Namasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormanritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take care, everyone. I'll see you guys this next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Bye for now.